Jennifer Lawrence et Chris Pratt sont dans un vaisseau. Ils se réveillent 90 ans trop tôt. Que va-t-il se passer tout là-haut? La réponse le 28 décembre dans Passengers, qui est l'une des très bonnes surprises de cette fin d'année au cinéma. Un très bon film de science-fiction. Good sci-fi movie.
Thank you.
And we are with your French fans. Donc n'hésitez pas à nous envoyer vos questions. Jennifer et Chris sont là pour y répondre. And the first question is from me. So the producer Neil H. Morris, when we came on the set last year, told us it's gravity meets Titanic. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, I think that's right. If Gravity and Titanic had a child, we would be the child.
Yes.
Donc quand on était sur le
What an honor.
l'an dernier, que le producteur nous a dit c'est Titanic rencontre Gravity, ce film.
It's okay.
Et donc voilà, l'équipe du film nous confirme effectivement, c'est si Gravity et Titanic avaient un enfant, ce serait ce film. So I will make the translation during the. So I took English, French, English.
Well, got it. Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
We do that
Yeah.
with one another.
So, like Interstellar, Gravity, for example, or Moon, which was a really small movie, I think great sci-fi is not just about monsters or starships or robots, it's about us.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Completely. Yeah.
Well, that was what interested me about the script. Was it's really just about humankind, and it's funny that we're all kind of in a place where I'm really interested in space, and I love movies that are set in space, and I think it's just like it's just human nature to keep exploring, and we've explored Earth and we've explored the oceans, and now we want to just keep, and that's what the movie really is about the because everything's fine on Earth. It's not a post-apocalyptic movie. Earth is fine. We're just exploring outer space.
Yeah, and I think you're right and I think the greatest sci-fi movies pose questions that you can't really ask in a real setting, but those questions are oftentimes about us and about ourselves, and this movie focuses on the themes that are very human and very personal themes as far, solitude and things like that.
Well, we have deep relationship themes.
Yeah, relationship.
Too, which we don't have time to go in
Yeah.
to, but I recognized issues.
Donc en fait, la question c'était de savoir si les grands films de science-fiction, en fait, finalement, avant de parler de robots et donc de science-fiction, parlaient de nous. Et donc en fait, Jennifer et Chris étaient d'accord, et c'est ça qui les intéressait dans ce projet. C'est notamment, comme le disait Chris, d'aller de parler de sujets et de relations humaines qu'on peut pas forcément aborder dans un cadre, on va dire, normal et classique. Et Jennifer nous disait que l'idée aussi de continuer à explorer la nature humaine dans la mesure où en fait ils vont au-delà de tout ce qu'on a découvert. L'idée là n'est pas de dire on est sur une planète où tout va mal, c'est qu'en fait tout va bien, mais l'idée c'est de continuer à explorer des choses. So you were talking about solitude.
Yes.
In this movie there are great sets. Really, the design is very important, and you are all alone, you two, in all that set.
Yeah.
And you were, I think, cut from the outside world, almost cut from daylight when you were shooting the movie. Does it help you to find the right mood to be alone?
Probably, looking back.
Yeah, looking back, I think so. This was a long the shooting process. It was a long, difficult movie to make, long hours, and I think when you're playing characters that are trapped and experiencing all of the paranoia and drama of solitary confinement and isolation, our director pushed us into some places that were pretty dark, I feel like, and probably helped our performances in a way.
Alors donc je posais la question là, du fait de se retrouver isolé. Donc vous verrez, les décors du film sont absolument magnifiques, very very beautiful sets. Et en fait voilà, comme nous disait Chris, ça a beaucoup aidé au fait comme ils sont tous les deux perdus dans ces décors immenses, d'aider à l'isolation des personnages, parce que c'est un décor très stérile, très coupé du monde. Et donc voilà, avec le réalisateur, ils ont beaucoup travaillé pour aller dans cette direction. We have a first question from a fan. She's called Emma.
Emma,
could you describe your characters in this movie?
Yes, I play Jim Preston, who's a mechanic, a Rate 2 mechanic, very much a blue-collar, working-class guy, and, he's dreams of building a house, and he's a problem solver, and he's heading to he's heading to a new world to start over, because the world he's leaving behind, he feels like he doesn't fit into that world anymore.
He's a traditional.
Yeah.
Alors, donc, pour commencer, donc le personnage de Chris, voilà, qui est une sorte de mécanicien un petit peu lambda, quelqu'un en tout cas qui émigre et qui décide d'émigrer de la Terre pour aller vers un nouveau monde et peut-être se découvrir un nouveau but, et qui en fait est plutôt quelqu'un qui résout les problèmes et qui rêve de construire sa maison, mais en tout cas quelqu'un d'assez lambda. And your character?
My character is a writer, and she's always, she wants to be the first person to ever travel to the new planet and back to the colony planet, live there for a year, and then fly back to Earth. And she wants to be the first person to ever do that and to write about it.
Et donc le personnage de Jennifer qui est un écrivain et qui décide, elle, d'émigrer mais de revenir, en fait, pour être la première personne à raconter qu'est-ce que ça fait de partir à l'autre bout de l'univers, parce qu'il y a 120 ans de trajet, et de raconter un petit peu cette expérience en revenant un an après. Before this movie, you didn't knew each other, so what was it a little bit daunting to know that you are going, just the two of you, without knowing each other? Maybe the chemistry wouldn't work, or did you have a fear about that?
I didn't, which I probably
should have, but I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed nice and funny, so I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I guess I would have been disappointed if he wasn't, but I was delighted.
I feel the same exact way. I mean, obviously, I knew Jen before I got to know Jen, and so it's a real treat, and it's nice to really admire somebody in their work and then meet them and realize that
You're not disappointed.
you're not disappointed.
Oh, thanks.
C'est une belle voilà, déclaration, parce qu'en fait, Jennifer et Chris ne se connaissaient pas avant. Ils se sont rencontrés donc, sur le tournage presque, et en fait, chacun admirait l'autre. Et en fait, ils n'ont pas tellement pensé au fait que ça marcherait ou ça marcherait pas, mais ils étaient chacun très contents de se rencontrer. And, in this movie, there are robots. There is a cool and almost creepy bartender.
Yes.
And there is a 7-foot-tall cotton candy.
What?
Huh? This is the nickname you gave to Chris.
I said that?
Yeah.
A 7-foot tall cotton candy? I totally stand by that.
The thing is, she hates cotton candy. She's allergic to it.
Looks like spider webs.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Oh, you
It
said
creeps her out.
the human golden retriever.
He is. He's the most delightful. I get excited to see him because I know that I'll be in a good mood and I'll be laughing. He's like, and it was a really tough movie. You know, we had really, really tough hours on that and didn't see a lot of daytime, as he said. So, but he made it a pleasurable experience because has a good attitude and very hardworking. He's also a good actor, which helps. But
Gosh, thank you.
Yeah, that's cool.
wait, are we talking about Chris?
Oh, did you? She thought she was talking about herself. No, go on.
And I'm just funny and
Yeah, charming
yeah, I get excited about when I land at a new place about what I'm gonna say and make myself laugh.
Donc, en tout cas, Jennifer nous confirmait que voilà, le surnom qu'elle avait donné à Chris sur le tournage, c'était vrai. Donc c'était le Golden Retriever humain ou la barbe à papa géante. Tant il est gentil, voilà, toujours plein de joie, d'envie et de plaisir d'être là. And now it's your turn to find a nickname.
To find a nickname for
Jennifer.
Oh
no.
man, a nickname.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. the golden one.
Oh yeah.
That's good,
my
right?
God, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, she is. She's golden. I mean, there's a reason that she's she's on the top of her game, and she's, you know, you're great. She's an intoxicating presence and so fun to hang out with and
Very loud.
very loud. And you see there are these movies that are similar to Passengers that you have come out before that are, you know, predicated on two romantic, like the romantic relationship between two people, and you hear these stories of these great movies that you loved growing up, and then you find out that the actors like hated each other and they like had separate base camps, and I just
really?
can't.
Where? I haven't.
We'll talk about it. I don't want to say who that is on
Okay.
live, but
That sounds juicy.
Yeah, look it up because there are these stories, and I just can't imagine how fucking shitty that would be.
Yeah.
You can tell that in French.
I can say
Yeah.
fucking shitty.
Oh, okay, good.
You can say that.
No, totally.
I shouldn't say that. I don't
Yeah.
normally cuss. I only did that because you told me that.
But we
cuss in
also we
France.
spent 17 hours a
A
day
day.
together. I mean, it would be very easy to get on each other's nerves. It was
And
the heavens really collided when making us co-stars.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the quote that's going to come out of this. Jennifer
The
Lawrence said
heavens
the heavens
collided
collided when they made us co-stars.
Alors c'était une longue réponse, mais tout ça pour dire
God
que le surnom que Chris a trouvé à Jennifer, c'est The Golden One. Et que voilà, que c'était en tout cas un plaisir de travailler ensemble. Et surtout, il disait qu'il était très déçu quand il apprenait qu'un film qu'il adorait, les gens s'étaient pas entendus sur le tournage. Et là, en fait, c'était vraiment un plaisir de passer du moment ensemble. Je vous fais vraiment la version très courte. It's a short translation, mais voilà, vous avez à peu près l'idée. A question from Eric, another fan. A Marvel fan, because he speaks about Star-Lord and Mystique, and he said, do you think sometimes you are trapped in those parts in the idea of the general audience? They see you only as Star-Lord and Mystique. Even you do a lot of stuff. Sometimes do you feel trapped in that part?
I'm sure that happens sometimes with people who really love those movies, because I'm sure I do that to actors too. I'll always see them as my favorite role. But I mean, I would hope not, you know, and that would be dangerous for us to think about, you know, before, because we're not, you know, even if you perceive me as Mystique, I'm not.
You are not blue.
I am not blue, unfortunately.
Shape-shifting mutant?
Believe it or not.
This is Jennifer, in fact.
Yeah, we switch bodies.
It's a body switching movie.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you
we
think?
could do a body switching movie,
Oh
and,
my
and the
God,
plot of the
like
movie would be
Freaky Friday.
nothing changed.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
I don't think so. I think that you can't really get caught up in what your fans or what people think, but I don't think so. But if I did, that's fine with me too, because Star-Lord is pretty awesome.
Et donc en fait la réponse qui était à Eric, c'était est-ce qu'ils se sont pas un peu prisonniers des rôles de Mystique et de Star-Lord, et c'est qu'en fait pas forcément, en tout cas eux voient pas leur travail comme ça. Maintenant si c'est le cas pour certaines personnes qui sont très très fans, il n'y a pas de souci pour eux, mais eux évidemment essayent de continuer à explorer d'autres choses.
Thank you Eric for that question.
Let's speak about Michael Sheen, because it's really important in that movie. Donc Michael Sheen qui joue en fait le barman. Et did you see a little nod to Shining? Because it reminded me
Absolutely.
a lot about Shining. So,
Well, it was the exact, I don't know if I can say this, here I go. It was an exact model from that bar,
Yeah,
from
exactly.
the Shining.
Yeah.
It was kind of an ode to The Shining.
Donc en fait, voilà, c'est dans un bar dans le vaisseau, et donc il y a un bar qui vous rappellera Shining, puisque Jennifer nous le confirme, c'est exactement le bar de Shining. So he's really at the same time fun and creepy and strange and human, not human. How did you work with him, and knowing that he was on a moving chair all the time?
I mean, he first of all, it has to be said that he's such a terrific actor. I mean, he's so incredible, and it's so nice to work with somebody like him. I would do about 17 or 18 or 19 takes in a row, and I'm like, wow, Morton, our director, just really loves to go for it. And then Michael would come in and do 2 takes, and they'd be like, we got it. I was like, oh, okay, he's just really good at acting. But he's terrific. And in this movie, when we are these 2 characters that are stuck on this starship, and we're alone, so we're yearning so deeply for any kind of interpersonal connection, and to try to find that with a character that is not human. There's a lot of humor and drama and suspense and all of those things that can be played, and he really gives a terrific and nuanced performance. He's fabulous in the movie.
Donc voilà, donc une longue réponse aussi sur Michael Sheen, voilà, que je vais vous résumer rapidement. Voilà, donc il joue le barman, et en fait, comme disait Chris, c'est un excellent comédien qui des fois faisait 2 prises là où Chris avait besoin de 17 ou 18 prises pour parvenir à trouver le truc juste. Et en tout cas, voilà, c'est un comédien qui a su trouver plein de nuances à son personnage, qui au départ est donc un robot, et pour créer énormément d'interactions intéressantes. A question from Bizim Kansu, strange nickname. What was the most difficult scene on that movie for you?
For me, the water scene, there's a very cool swimming pool scene when something happens with gravity. And it was the coolest thing I had ever seen, like with CG, with computer generating. I just thought it was amazing, but it was, a week or 2 weeks maybe in a swimming pool for hours and hours and hours. It was difficult.
But you shot it in a real
I shot it in a swimming pool and in a tank.
Ok. Donc en fait voilà, pour Jennifer, il y a une scène, moi j'avais jamais vu ça au cinéma, de piscine qui se vide à cause de l'absence de gravité, et donc c'est quelque chose qu'on n'a jamais vu à l'écran, et Jennifer nous confirmait que c'était la scène la plus dure. Ça a duré quasiment 2 semaines à tourner dans une piscine et dans un réservoir. And for you, Chris?
Yes.
The most difficult scene, the beard scene?
I mean, there's a to illustrate the passage of time. My character has long hair and beard, so there was like a lot of the time in the chair getting the prosthetics done, which is always like a grueling process. But I think there was a lot of really demanding stunt work on this movie, and that's always pretty difficult, hanging from wires, and especially in our space suits, which were very heavy. That was difficult, just physically difficult and taxing. So that was probably the most difficult.
Alors les scènes les plus difficiles pour Chris, ça a été des scènes plutôt physiques, notamment quand ils sont dans les scaphandres spatiaux, pardon. Et sinon, il y avait évidemment les scènes de la barbe, puisque comme dans le film Solomon, it's like almost Castaway. Tom Hanks Castaway, it's almost the same thing. Voilà, on le voit en tout cas vieillir et avoir les cheveux qui s'allongent et la barbe, et donc en fait, il devait tous les jours passer sur la chaise à maquillage pour obtenir ça. As we are in France, let's talk about a French actor. You both know it's Omar Sy.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I love him.
Every time we meet someone from Hollywood, we say, please tell us something bad about Omar, and nobody can.
Oh, I can go on and on.
Yeah, okay.
He's terrible. Omar is wonderful. What an awesome guy. I got to work with him. What did you guys work together on?
I think he was in one of the X-Men, but we didn't work together.
You have no scene together, but I think you met at the...
Yeah, we've met doing press and things. But I mean, I'm a huge fan. I loved Untouchables. I thought that movie was great.
That movie
But
is
and
really
he's
great.
very, very nice in person.
Yeah, he is. He's nice. Jurassic World. He was in Jurassic World. And just an awesome guy, great family, just such a beautiful presence and beautiful soul. I love him, and a great actor. He's a dear.
Alors, plein de belles choses sur Omar Sy, que Jennifer a rencontré pendant plutôt la presse sur X-Men et Chris sur Jurassic World, et voilà, ils ont plein de belles choses à dire, comme tous les Américains qu'on rencontre. We can't find anyone to say something bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll try to think of something.
Omar Sy.
Try to think about it.
Omar Sy is a thief.
Voilà.
So weird.
He's a kleptomaniac.
He's a kleptomaniac. He steals.
Voilà.
He stole my heart.
We have questions from a lot of your fans about Jurassic World 2. Donc, I know you can't say too much.
I'll tell you anything you want, man. Who are you going to tell?
We met Omar yesterday.
Yes.
And he told us he's not in the movie. Could you confirm that or not?
I can't confirm nor deny whether any casting.
Ok, on peut rien dire. Voilà.
But he said that, huh?
Yeah, he told us. Voilà. Omar nous a dit qu'il n'était pas dans le film, mais Chris, mais Chris ne peut rien dire. In this movie, 2 weeks before in France, at least, there is Star Wars. Star Wars Rogue One. Last year there was Star Wars. You played in Hunger Games, and we finally see women taking big franchises. Do you think things are finally changing in Hollywood?
I think so. I think that we're working on. I think that we have proved a very big myth wrong, that female and male audiences can only connect with a male hero. That was a big thing that studios would always say before funding a movie, is that. I think that with Star Wars and with Hunger Games, just as examples, but that's just one of many examples, or two of many examples. We're proving that myth to be incorrect.
Alors donc c'était une question là, sur la place des femmes à Hollywood, puisqu'avec Star Wars et plein d'autres films, les choses commencent à changer, et notamment Hunger Games. Et voilà, Jennifer nous confirmait que la donne qui voulait qu'une femme doive forcément jouer avec un héros est en train de changer, que les producteurs se rendent compte que des femmes peuvent porter des grands films. I think this is the end. Thank you for having us in live.
Thank you.
Je vous rappelle que Passenger sort le 28 décembre. Il n'y a pas que Star Wars à Noël. There's more than Star Wars in Christmas. There is Passenger.
Yes.
Il faut y aller ne serait-ce que pour la scène de piscine qui est absolument hallucinante. The swimming pool scene is awesome.
Yeah.
I've never seen that on
thank
screen.
you. Thank you. Please appreciate it, because it was really hard.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.